when a guy goes silent, doesn't necessarily mean that he's upset or mad or anything. Sometimes he just genuinely needs time to process what he's thinking, and maybe he just doesn't want to argue at that point. He wants to de-escalate, pull away for a second, go silent because he knows anything he's going to say is just going to make the situation worse.
Yeah. I will say though, because and say like
I
jumping
know
off.
that it's an emotional trauma response. Yes, I understand it
No, no,
is.
I know, and I was gonna say like jumping off of the attachment disorders that we just talked about in the last
Yeah.
episode. The key there though is because like that's one of my coping mechanisms. But what I've had to learn is that I'm doing it in a negative way if I just go quiet and I'm like just being cold and quiet. If I at least speak up and say, listen, I need some time just to process. Everything will be fine. We will talk about it, but I just need time. Like I have to at least give like that olive branch. Otherwise, I'm kind of using it manipulatively. Yeah, manipulatively. Does that make sense?
Say it again.
Manipulatively.
Okay. I was just
Yes.
making
But that
sure we're
makes
on the
sense,
same
right?
page. Yeah, it made sense.
Yeah, because like, that's like you're trying to hold the other person's, like, emotions hostage, and, like, they're wondering, "Oh my god, is everything gonna be okay? How bad is this? Da, da, da." And, like, so you know what you're doing, but, like, I've learned because that's one of my things, and particularly, like, my family, that at least if I say, particularly to my spouse, but it could even be family member, friend, whoever, like, "Listen, everything's cool. I just need time to process this. I don't wanna talk about it right now, but we will."
Well, I find myself doing it, and it's not even in conflict. Sometimes I'm just tired and I don't want to talk.
Right. But you
You
can say
know,
that too. Yeah.
um, it doesn't mean anything's wrong. It just sometimes I just am tired. I'm worn out. You know, you get done working and you're like, I just need 30 minutes. Like, I don't want to talk. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not happy, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I just need to
That's been a running
be
joke
alone
with
with my
T and
thoughts.
I, particularly working, like, 12-hour shifts in the hospital setting, it just, whoops you.
Yeah.
And when I would get home, like, she's happy to see me, she loves me, and I love that she loves me, and she's happy to see me, but, like, I'll sit down on the couch, and she's just like, going on about her
Thank you.
entire day and
Yeah.
whatever it says, and it's not that
Been
I
there,
don't
done that.
care. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not that I don't care, but I'm like, "Listen, I just worked for 12 hours. I've been ear raped for 12 hours where
Yeah.
whatever anybody says, I just can't say no. I have to listen. So please just let my ears just let them go for a hot minute. Give me a little bit and and like now it's funny because once in a while she'll catch herself doing it and she'll just start laughing. I'm like, thank you.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I
that's
just
that's a that's a separate issue,
that's
then
a separate issue.
but
That's
I get what you're saying. I take your point.
I need a moment. I mean, like, I need 30 minutes. Just I don't wanna talk. I don't wanna think about anything.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I wanna stare at the wall for 30
Well,
minutes.
I think, like, where she would get, like, mixed signals on it is, like, I would, like, put on the news or something, back when I
Yeah.
was working day shift, and so she would think that I'm, like, choosing something else over her, but, like, when we finally talked about it, I was like, "I don't even know what the hell they're saying, it's just background noise." Like,
Well,
I'm
that's
not even,
because you're
like,
watching
listening, it's just
MSNBC.
there.
They're gibberish anyway.
They are. But yeah, I mean, but so once she realized that I wasn't like choosing some other thing over her, that it was just background noise meant to just let my mind drift, that we had good conversations and now it's like a source of like comedy for us that once in a while if she catches herself, she'll just like start laughing and I'll just or like if she's doing it, I'll just like constantly like look over and like give her these little like death stares and then finally she's like, "Oh, oh, okay, okay."
But, um, instead of having an argument too, it's like, this is the same argument that keeps repeating. I'm just gonna stay silent this time and not have the argument. There's
Yeah,
that
well,
aspect
but
too.
that's probably yeah, at that point, like, if you've got that level of an issue, you probably need to talk about it, though. Maybe not in that particular time,
Well, that
but,
sounds like
like,
a lot of
if that's,
work.
like, a thing it does, but it also sounds like that relationship is gonna have some problems if that's not addressed.
Maybe, potentially. That's yet. We'll see.
Alright,
We
so
don't
what's
know.
what's the outline dictate next?